This quick and easy chicken stir fry comes together in one pot and 20 minutes. Hi, and you're watching Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share, and comment. And if you enjoy trying out recipes that turn out right every time, you're at the right place. So go ahead, press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be the first to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get started. For this recipe, we're going to go in with 2 chicken breasts, which is approximately 1 pound, and we're going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Now, if you wanted, you could always substitute by using chicken thighs. You could even cut it into strips, but make sure you cut everything the similar shape and size so that it cooks evenly. And now we're going to cut the second chicken breast. We're going to season the chicken with about half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to go very light on the salt because later on we're going to be adding soy sauce to it. And now let's sprinkle it with about half a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper. Go in there and give it a mix. This is such a quick and easy meal to put together. It comes together in about 20 minutes. Okay, now we're going to keep this aside and cut our veggies. Now for the veggies, you can grab whatever's in your refrigerator and add to this dish. We're going to go in with 1 head of broccoli. Break off the florets first. This is a very wholesome meal as well because there's a lot of veggies that go in it and protein. We're going to cut off some of these ends. And if the florets are on the bigger side like these are, you can just trim them down and cut them into halves or into 3s. And now for a bit of flavor and color, we're going to go in with half a red bell pepper. And we're going to cut these into cubes. And now we're going to go in with half a yellow bell pepper. Now we're going to cut these also into cubes. Now if you had to cut your chicken into strips, you'd want to cut all your veggies into strips too. Just looks better when everything is the same shape. And now let's add 1 carrot to it. Just going to go on the diagonal just for some style. Okay, I had some mushrooms in my refrigerator, so I'm going to chop them up and add them in as well. We're going to be going in with 5 mushrooms. In cleaning mushrooms, it's best to just wipe them and take off any dirt that may be stuck on them. It's better than washing them under the tap, because when you wash them under the tap, they tend to get a little bit mushy when you cook them. To add a little bit of sweetness and texture to our stir fry, we're going to add in half a white onion, and we're going to chop it into big chunks. And for some aromatics, we're going to go in with 1-inch piece of ginger and 5 garlic cloves, and we're going to mince them up. And now we're going to prep the sauce for our stir fry. For that, we're going to go in with half a cup of chicken stock. And if you don't have chicken stock handy, you could just go in with water. To that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And for a little kick of spice, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chili sauce. And if you don't have chili sauce handy at home, you could always substitute this with half a tablespoon of red chili flakes. And now for a bit of tang, we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And to balance the flavors, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And if you don't have brown sugar, white sugar will do the trick as well. And now to thicken the sauce, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And we're going to add it in while all the liquid is still cold. Now let's give this a mix and make sure that the cornstarch gets well mixed with all the liquid. Okay, that's looking just fine. As soon as you don't see any of the white specks of the cornstarch, you're good to go. To a heated skillet on medium heat, we're going to add about a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to toss in just a little bit of the garlic and the ginger. And we're going to saute it till the oil gets flavored and the ginger and garlic lose their raw flavor. We're going to toss the broccoli and the carrots. Let's saute that a bit. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of salt and some pepper. Now, since we want our broccoli to be nice and bright and green and retain its color, we're just going to add in about a tablespoon of chicken stock, or you could add in water as well. And we're going to put a lid onto the pan and steam it for about 30 seconds. Okay, the broccoli is looking good. So now we're going to toss in the peppers. And we're going in with the red and the yellow peppers at the same time. We want the veggies to cook, but we want them to have a little bit of a bite at the same time. So now let's saute this. And now that our hearty veggies are almost done, we're going to toss in the mushrooms and the onion. And now let's saute this once again. The onions have turned translucent and all our veggies have cooked. We're just going to hit it with a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. Now let's give it a final mix. Now let's take it off the heat and empty it into a bowl. Now in the same pan, because this is a one pan dish, okay, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil. Or you could go in with 3 if you wanted. And once the oil is heated, we're going to toss in the remaining minced garlic and ginger. And now let's saute this just for about a second or so. You don't want the garlic to burn. You just want it to flavor the oil. And now we're going to add in our pieces of chicken. Wow, can you imagine what flavor that chicken is going to get from all that ginger and garlic? You don't want to overcrowd the pan because you don't want the chicken to steam. You want it to get a little color on both sides. Make sure that each piece of the chicken is touching the bottom of the pan so that it gets a chance to sear. Okay, it's time to turn the chicken and you can see it's got a good color on one side. So now we're going to sear it on the other side. Searing the chicken helps to lock in all the flavors into the chicken, making it nice and succulent. Okay, our chicken is almost cooked, so now we're going to add in the sauce, giving it a quick whisk before we pour it in. We're going to allow the chicken to absorb all those flavors and the sauce to thicken. Once you've added the sauce to the chicken, make sure that you keep stirring it around so that the sauce does not congeal. You want a nice, smooth, luscious sauce. And while you're preparing the stir fry, at the same time, you can prepare a pot of nice, hot, steaming rice. The chicken has cooked and the sauce has thickened. Now one thing that I like to add is 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. We're going to add this right at the end. We're going to give it 1 stir and switch off the heat. And now let's toss in all those lovely veggies that we had cooked earlier. Let's give that a nice mix. What a wholesome meal this is. So now let's take it off the heat and plate it. And once you've plated it, you're going to finish it off with a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Wow, just look at that. I'm sure you're waiting to eat it too. This is a winner stir-fried chicken dinner. And now it's time to give it a taste. And I'm really excited. Wow. I really can't get everything, but as much as I can. Definitely the chicken and some of that rice. Wow, that sauce. Wow, the stir-fried chicken is absolutely delicious. The chicken is so succulent and all the flavor of that sauce, it's amazing. You've got to give this recipe a try. So hop onto my website, platingitwithwendy.com, where you will find the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.